I'm Dawn. This is Hudson Vintage. Today, I'm going to show you my tips and tricks on how to shop on eBay or thrift on eBay for vintage jewelry scores. And it's going to be a live session. Shop with me, almost like streaming, but in Premiere. So I'll be able to answer your questions in real time. You can ask me about my process and I can answer you right away. So feel free to participate in the chat. And you'll notice that I'm wearing a face shield, and I just wanted to share this with everybody I can because it's the best face shield I found. It looks a little weird right now because it's the screen of the laptop I'm using to stream is reflecting on it, but it's really good. It doesn't fog up at all. It doesn't warp. It's cool looking. You can write on it with a dry eraser. And I've spent so much money on other shields. I've gotten, two for $6 each or one for $13 or whatever. This is the best one. It seals kind of at the top. And it's so comfortable. You can wear your glasses under it. You can wear your mask under it. It doesn't hit in the chin when you have your bag on or your heavy coat. It is excellent. And I'm going to keep using this even after we are in herd immunity, because ever since menopause, when I go out walking, the gnats attack my eyes. So I've been using a hat with like a net on it, and the neighbors think like, oh, there's that crazy person again. So this is much better than that, much cooler. I think also bicycle people use it. So there it is. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's $30. I'm going to put the link below. But now getting to the live stream, this is definitely going to be worth your while if you're still here. I am a vintage jewelry expert and I don't really need to shop on eBay anymore, but I'm definitely a pro. And it occurred to me that one of the things I've always enjoyed was checking eBay at odd times, right? And the people that are professional might get mad at me for saying this, because I know that they do it and it's kind of an open secret, but like the 4th of July, Christmas, New Year's, those are the top 3 holidays when you can get really lucky on eBay, because generally people are listing because they have time off and it's their break. Maybe they've never done it before. Maybe things go on at odd times, or maybe they're not using the exact right words, or they're taking blurry pictures. So the first tip today that is highly valuable is, instead of doing the last 20 minutes of what's listed in your search terms, which is a tip that I've given in the past in my last how to shop on eBay video, today the big relevant tip for the holiday season is check the first 20 minutes of what's listed. And it's within the context of what you search for. So I'm going to start, and I am not signed in or anything. I wanted to be really careful that it's not my personal information that's just kind of on the screen, and I'm working with a new laptop, so everything's kind of a little different. All right, I promise to stay on topic now. I will not go off topic again, so don't click off. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to put just any search term. I'm going to put vintage lever back earrings. And what comes up is the category. You'll notice here that there's jewelry and watches, and then there's subcategories, right? One of them being vintage. So that's the vintage is not in the it's not just in vintage right now. Because I use the word vintage and I didn't go to the vintage jewelry category, this is everything. So that's a tip, because sometimes people list vintage jewelry in the regular jewelry and watches category. They don't realize that there's a subcategory vintage. And so if you go straight to vintage jewelry, you could miss what people have put just in a more general category, which is jewelry and watches. And the way that you see that is you put in the word vintage. So I've done that, and I'm now just in jewelry and watches. And then there's also the subcategories. There's fashion earrings, retro, fine, retro costume, and vintage designer. And then there's probably even, see, look at this, there's even more categories here, like craft supplies, clothing, shoes, and accessories. I don't know why someone would put vintage lever-back earrings in there, but obviously they did. There's some in antiques. And the way that this works is the highest number ones, the ones with the most results, are on top. And then it gets to be less and less as you go down the line. So there's the least amount of results are in antiques, and I'm curious. I'm just going to look and see what they are, because someone went to the antique section and put in vintage lever-back earrings. So they didn't even put it in jewelry. So that right there is a tip. Maybe there's something worth finding there. Not always. Sometimes they put in a very high amount or a very, very top dollar, thinking that whoever sees it isn't in the other category. So they don't know really what the competition is, and they might just, you know, buy it on impulse if they love it. And that's actually a good tip. If you're listing, you might want to consider, if you've had something in the right category for a while, consider putting it in something like, you know, antiques or collectibles, or, you know, like more thing, like, see, it says here, Asian antiques, whatever. So what do we got? We have 3 results. This is kind of cool. Roman glass. Okay. I'm just going to click on this. Lot, vintage sterling silver, 925 jewelry, lot exactly the most new. And this already has 6 bids on it. I don't know when it was posted. And this is not my thing at all, but my goodness, a reseller who does sell things like this. This looks like the natural freshwater pearls. There's a toggle clasp. This could be worth watching, guys. Let me go back. It's 5:50. There's 8 days left. So it's when it ends, it's going to be in that weird time between Christmas and New Year's, which is another tip. Be aware. You know, everyone's going to be distracted with other things then. So maybe that's worth watching. The seller is Lasik Lady, LasikLady, if you want to watch that and check out her store. Back again, and we are back in the 4,390 results. Now, where I wanted to go with this was, I wanted to say, normally you would sort by, the tip is sort by ending soonest, just to see, you know, what kind of could have been missed in the last 20 minutes, you know, of its auction before it goes off. But today, because it's holiday season, I'm going to sort by newly listed. So now we're in newly listed, and the idea is maybe there's something here, you know, that we can get lucky on, because it's a weird time, everyone's distracted, and the people listing are not necessarily, you know, they're doing it on December 23rd. Well, this is, so far it looks like everything is from the UK. Look at this. Sterling silver and nickel silver, actually, not sterling. So that's nickel silver and malachite. Still great, $10.99. So this is how you do it. Look, we're already finding things. This is great. Mabe pearls. And I kind of regularly check leverbacks, because this is not a leverback, but okay. Oh, what's this? I love this. Okay, so this is, look at that. They're not moonstone, but they're great. Really cool chandeliers. That might be worth watching. I will note that. And oh, I see. No, there's little faceted moonstone chips in there. And then what else? French back, diamond. I love these. These are gorgeous. Ooh, those are new. So, oh, next tip. So if you really want to get it down to the real vintage, you go to used. So now we're down to 967. So, and then you start there. And then we have these little, these are lovely. See, now you can see these again, but now we're not getting anything that's new. We're getting authentic, vintage, sometimes pre-owned. See, look how different this is. Oh, these are lovely. Love these coins. I love coins. Oh, look at that. Genuine 1990. It's got 2 bids already. And now See, now we're already in December 21st. So those have been on for a while. It's December 23rd today. So the next tip is take out the word vintage and search that way, because now you've already filtered down and you're in pre-owned, and there's 7,000 left. So let's see what just hit now. There's different things. 14 karat opals, 85 or best offer. That's definitely worth making an offer on. That just hit eBay. That's a new listing. See, this is how you find things, and it really works. I love these square black faceted acrylic stones, $4.99. Those are cool. Those are at auction. So the best use of this, once you have it filtered down to newly listed within your search parameters, is to go to buy it now, because those are brand new listings for buy it now only. So there'll be less time, if it's auction and it's for a week, that can be good too. But this is better, because if you get it, you get it, and you're the first one to see it, and you don't have to kind of bid on it and then hope that no one else spots it. So to summarize the process so far, just to bullet point it for you, you start your search with a more broad term. You get to the broader category, which is jewelry and watches. Then you start filtering it down to newly listed, buy it now, and used or pre-owned. And that should get you the results that you want within the parameters. I just put in lever-back earrings because it's, I just thought that would be general enough, but show you that you can find things, specific things, within even a broad search term like that. Look, those are nice. And you'll notice it's not all vintage. Some of it's just pre-owned. Oof, Dune, those are amazing. But there is vintage in here as well. But this way you're catching things that maybe they didn't use the word vintage for. Okay, so now let's filter it even more. Let's filter it down to other fine. Let's look at what other fine is. Here we go. These are fantastic. There's money in these. Sterling silver, gold vermeil, pierced earrings, smoky topaz, mabe pearl, leverbacks. So these are gold over sterling. These are leverbacks. These look like they could possibly be from the Museum of Jewelry. That was around, 30 years ago. Hard to believe, 30 years ago already. I don't know, the 1980s, 1990s. Yeah, these are gorgeous. Look how great they are. Those are great. So if you were a collector, you just scored these, because a dealer would sell these for $150. And if you're a dealer, you just made $100. So that's how that works. Here we go. And these are all the leverbacks. Now, let's say we don't want to be that specific. Maybe the thing to do would be to put modernist. Okay, so there's 121. So there's, look at this. Sterling, faux pearl, modernist drop earrings. Oh, those are so great. Someone's going to snap those up right away. $6.99 free shipping, and they're fabulous. Right next to the ones for $5,000. Oh, I love these. Oh, these are cool. Look, they have that negative space. Gallant Benson designer sterling 18 karat modernist earrings. These are wonderful earrings. 55. I'm sure that's a bargain. And we are in the fine section. We could check. Okay, so here's another tip. So here's what else I do. I just go to, I say signed earrings, and I go out of fine, and I just go back to jewelry and watches. And we are still in, no, we have to click used again. and now we're down to 3,348. Any earring that is pre-owned, maybe they forgot to use the word vintage in the listing, so you can really find things here. Look at this, kinetic handmade. I got excited. Those are great. And then you just go and see what the new listings are. We're already in December 22nd, so there wasn't much. So then in this case, I would go back to ending soonest, just to check and see what's ending right now when maybe not a lot of people are looking. And look at what we have here. These are finds. Oh, this is so nice. I may want to buy these. I don't need them. Oh, these are so beautiful. Look at this. It's a ring and earring, so it's an unusual set that it has the ring instead of like a pendant and earrings or a pin and earrings. That's pretty cool. I love the ring. That's fantastic. I love the cabochon. Yeah, these are great. Ooh, 125, ending in 1 day and 4 hours. Okay, I have a little time to think about it. I don't know. Yeah. And then we look. The squares. These are pretty. I love these. They're cool. Ooh, looks like jellyfish. These are, ooh, Sandra Baker. Those are like mirrored. So this is fun. Okay, so then just to drive the point home, the next thing we're going to do is take out the search term completely. And we're just going to hit search for nothing. And then we are going to hit vintage and antique. See all in vintage and antique. So this way we can see everything that has been posted recently, right? We want it to be used, and we want it to sort at newly listed. So this is ending soonest. Actually, I saw something down here I want to look at if it's ending soonest. Here it is. What is this? Silvertone and amethyst, purple tumblestone. That's nice. Okay, so so let's go back to, where is it? There it is. Drop down. I'm in the way. My face is in the way. Okay. So now, okay, newly listed. Okay. So did you get that? Newly listed, used, no search term, but in vintage and antique. So we're getting everything that has hit this category just now or very recently. And also it's buy it now. Good. So it's still buy it now. That's what we want. Oh, you recognize these? We saw those already. These are awesome. That's pretty. Ah, oh, Roberto coin. This is an excellent buy. This silver woven cuff. That's really good. It's really, really good. Also, I actually prefer the list view when I do this, but since it's good for the camera, I won't do that. And then you can toggle 200 to a page, so you're spending less time renewing pages. This is good. This sterling choker for $30.99. That's very useful. The pendant that Adrienne gave me, I was hanging off of one of those the other day. What's this? Tahitian pearl, sterling silver lariat necklace earring set. I doubt it's really Tahitian pearl. It's probably just large black. Yeah. And not Tahitian pearl. But very pretty. Kind of a cool design. Like that loop lariat. And, oh, I know what I want to look for. Okay, the last thing I want to look for before I go is a link ring that I lost. It was a Jensen. It was like an oval link, no stones. And I hope one day to find it again. So I'm just going to look for that because the time is right. And what do we have here? 237 in vintage and antique. And you'll notice I didn't have to use the word vintage because I'm already in vintage antique. I am in newly listed. No, I'm in best match. So I want to go to newly listed. And because there's so few, I'm not going, and because I'm really looking for this and I would love to find it again, I'm not going to just do buy it now. Although that would be most efficient if you're bargain hunting and you're looking for a score. Avon Sterling. How many of you knew that Avon did sterling? Comment below if you knew that Avon did sterling. Way back when? Vintage Taxco sterling silver cage stone. I wasn't aware that they did the cage stones. That's cool. The scale of these are nice. Those are large. You can tell by the wood in the back. And this is weird. You know, when you put the pictures of something else in there, it detracts from how the person looking at it can see it. So sometimes you can get lucky. This is great. I like this. So be aware that not the best pictures are sometimes the best way to find things. These are great. There is a left and a right. That's nice. But you can see I'm really looking for something that I want to find, and I am having success. So these tips do work. Okay, so now let's just go vintage and antique. We'll get rid of that again, and we'll see what's newly listed in the entire category. All listings, used, and there's only 44,000. So let's see. Oh, we're in ending soonest. Look, that's adorable. Look. This is also how you find things. I've had this before, the Schiaparelli. That's nice. That might have actually been mine. Look at this. It's only up to 22.50 and there's 1 hour left, but it has 10 bids. So I imagine there's people watching that or sniping that, and it will get higher. This is amazing. 925 sterling silver, chunky tricolor Cleopatra. Look at this one, 18 karat gold on sterling silver. It's probably 20 inches. See, like someone could get really lucky with this. Look how nice this is. Yeah, 20 3/4. See, the pictures aren't the best, but to a trained eye, you know what you're looking at. You know, it doesn't show the thing complete. It just shows it kind of in 2 sections and then the clasp. But this is great. This is a beautiful chain, and it has 5 watchers and 3 hours and 6 bids. So really, there's a chance someone's going to get lucky with that one. We'll just finish this page, and then I will say, okay, one more page. And then I will say thank you for watching. Please subscribe, click like, ring the bell so you get notified when I make a new video. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and there's also a Patreon, and I'll put the link right up here. This is really wonderful. I'm liking this one a lot. 11:50, 4 hours to go. Gold filled, excellent. Look at the condition it's in. That's nice. What does it say? What does it say? And my cat is starting to meow because he hears me outside the door. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to be doing this again soon. I'm going to be doing several live eBay sessions over the course of this week. So see you soon. Thanks for watching.